Hey guys, Oricon back for another video. Now I know it's been a while, but I thought I'd just do a no-nonsense traditional pickups video like the old YouTube times. I don't see too many of these anymore, so I thought I'd try to keep the tradition alive. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hopefully some of you find this interesting, though I believe I'm gonna guess most of you won't. But in any case, here we go. First game I have here is Iwakura Aria. This one I just picked up totally blind. It's some sort of visual novel, but I really dug the visuals and so it looked compelling. So hopefully this will be an interesting game that I'll check out one of these days. Of course, I had to pick up Stellar Blade. I wish there was a nice limited edition, but just settle for what they have here. And, of course, there's a lot of great reviews and definitely want to support the game. So there it is, Stellar Blade. And I hope it has the original 1.0 version, just in case I want to go through the hoops to check that out, though I probably won't. But still nice to know that I have it. And yes, I did get a PS5 eventually, mostly because my PS4 was so dang loud. And honestly, I regret getting the PS4 Pro, though I did get it from Japan when the yen was cheap. It's even cheaper now. And I still have that, mostly to play PT. But I have to say the PS5, I waited for the slightly smaller version. And, it's not great, but it is quiet. So I do appreciate that. And I do play a lot of games on my Steam Deck now, and it works a little bit better playing remotely on the Steam Deck. So, anyway, going on to the next game, I'm pretty happy with it overall. And of course, I'm a sucker for trophies. I'm also not, I don't really like the aesthetics of the Switch, with the controllers. I feel it's kind of flimsy. And of course, you can play the Switch Lite, but that's kind of smaller. In any case, I've mostly been playing on the Steam Deck, on the PS5 using Remote Play, and of course, PS2 emulation, which works great, and PSP emulation. Anyway, the next game I have here for the PS5 is SMT5. I did end up picking this up, even though I do have it for the Switch, which honestly I overpaid for that version, but again, I'm a sucker for trophies, and it'll hopefully just make it easier for me to play on my Steam Deck. And yes, I did finally get Elden Ring. I try to wait for the kind of Game of the Year edition, and this kind of seemed like one of those, except unfortunately the DLC is a product code, so I'll have to open this and redeem that at some point. And it comes with like a little mini guidebook for, I guess, the beginning parts of the game. So there is Elden Ring. I did not elect for like the $300 version with that crazy figure. Just went with just a regular with a little guide. So there's Elden Ring finally. Picked up Yoni. Nothing much to say about this except it was cheap. And I had some credit on Malkari. And yeah, I really dig that there's a whole boom of kind of these indie sort of ish horror games. So thought I'd give that a try. And yes, I did pick up the Neptunia triple pack. I really didn't want to, but it came with an acrylic plate from AmiAmi, which I couldn't pass up. I have too many versions of this game that I don't want to admit to, but there it is, the Neptunia series triple pack, and I'll probably have to open these to redeem the gold points. And I think that came with these pack playing cards, as well as our acrylic plate, which I don't have here, but also probably don't want to show on YouTube. But in any case, that's kind of my version of my whole method of collecting, so I did end up getting that. And I also got Monster Hunter Stories. This is another double dip. I have it on the 3DS, but once again, I'm hoping that this will make it easier to kind of get into the series. Yeah, and speaking of games I wish I haven't bought too many times, here's East Falgana, which comes with a cool, like traditional old school looking cover for a mini soundtrack. I think it's a mini soundtrack, but yeah. But I really dig that traditional old school cover there. I did also pick up this Tokyo, uh, let's see, what is this? Psychodemic. And this looks like a cool kind of adventure game. And came with a pre-order original soundtrack. Now, if I was a better YouTuber, I could probably just show what the cover looks like, but I'm too lazy. And I film with one hand. So there it is. The Tokyo Psychodemic. So that's what the back of the game looks like. Here I have Wisman's World. This is a remake of a DS game, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have the DS version, but again, if I was a better YouTuber, I would show you what the cover looks like there, but I'm too lazy to get this little book out of the way. And I got the Switch version. Though I prefer, playing on PS4 and PS5, I generally try to get this Switch version if the cover layout looks better. And in a lot of kind of PS4 and PS5 covers, I've noticed that they cover a lot of stuff with the logos, unfortunately. So here's the Switch version there. Not too much on the back, but this game does look interesting and cool. And I might double dip on the PS4, just the standard edition, who knows? Or, actually maybe try to play my Switch for once, which I almost never do. And yes, I am a Neptunia fan, so I did pick up this racing game, limited edition. Buyer beware, these tend to drop in price pretty heavily. Though, the shipping from Amazon Japan is hit or miss. Sometimes they're just not available. So yes, I did pick this up as well. I figured also, I like the series, so maybe best to just support the series as well. And that's kind of more recent pickups. These are just some games that I picked up, my typical bundling, just to make up the shipping. This is, more anime kind of adaptation game. And they were on the cheap, so I'm not a big fan of that. I've not watched the anime, but I'm not a big fan of like harem type animes anyway. But I picked it up because it was on sale. Going down here, I have, let's see, some more stuff I picked up recently and some stuff that's older. This one is a really cool one. It just looks really nice, which is Touhou Luna Nights. And this one came with an acrylic plate with this cover as well. And really good looking game. At least the cover is. It's kind of like an indie style 2D game. And I picked up the Switch version because if you look at these alternative covers that it comes with, it's more clearly kind of proportioned better for Switch covers. And it's kind of more stretched out on the PS4. I think it's PS4. In terms of continuing on like really good Touhou looking games, I did pick up this Lamenia something 2. This is the sequel. I have the first one as well. Again, this is like another kind of 2D indie type game. But, I generally get these games. I get a lot of these physical limited editions just based on how good they look. And this one looks really good. I did pick up Ghost Trick again. I have this on the DS. I played it again on the PS4. It's a pretty short game, but it's fun and it's a good game. And this one comes with some escape game, which I'll probably never play with the friends that I don't have. And of course, I did pick up Persona 3 Reload limited box. I got the PS4 version. So generally, I like to get the PS4 version because then you can play both PS4 and PS5 if you ever want to play it again. And I just like the PS4 covers better, especially if it's blue, you know, given that I just don't like the white cover at all. Now, the one thing I have been picking up more PS5 because the one annoying thing about PS4 is one, I mean, you don't know for sure if all of them have a free PS5 upgrade, but what really annoyed me here was that ugly kind of PS5 upgrade logo, which you can see here. This was kind of really annoying. This is on the game as well, and this one especially annoyed me. I would have got the PS5 version if I knew this kind of mark was going to be on there. It was not on the kind of stock photo, so that was annoying. And this one's kind of pricey to get for PS5 now, and I'm not going to buy it again. And, you know, I played a little bit of this, and it wasn't really hitting, you know, doing it for me, at least so far. Kind of has like a real multiplayer mobile kind of vibe to it. But I have to admit, didn't get that far. But yeah, so generally trying to stick to PS4, but also more PS5 because I don't know if it's going to have this gross PS5 upgrade logo. I think that's generally it for some pickups. I picked up this fitness boxing in case I ever want to try to exercise, which is probably not going to happen. Mad Dead Rat, or some combination of those words. It's a pretty challenging action rhythm game. And yeah, this Eternights, this was pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap on the digitally as well, but it looked cool, so I got the PS5 version. I think that just about covers kind of my recent pickups. There's Cuphead here, which I played a little bit of, but oh, and I've been buying these super deluxe limited editions. I'm not a big fan of this this silver lining on all of them. I try not to buy super deluxe due to its association with limited run games, but you know, things like Dodonpachi I just kind of can't resist, so there's that. And I think this video has gone on long enough, so those are some of my pickups. Let me know if any of this was interesting, or if there's anything more you'd like to see. Oh, and here is one more. This is semi-recent. This is Shibito, Shimigami, I guess. Oh, Shinigami, sorry. And it comes with this, I believe it comes with some sort of little book. Potentially, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but this is definitely. I played the first game in the series and I liked it, so I've been kind of collecting these and plan to play it someday, one of these days. Again, I got the PS4 version. Anyway, that about wraps up for this pickups video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.